This is the Classic Baseball Broadcast Network, where we believe there is nothing like hearing about history from those who lived it. Listen to our full catalog of broadcasts at classicbaseballbroadcast.com. If you enjoy the podcast, please help me out and do one of three things. Follow, subscribe this podcast, and leave a review. It really helps. Share us with your baseball friends. Let them know about us. Or jump over to members.ThisDayInBaseball.com. Join our email list, community, and our family of baseball podcasts.
At Shea Stadium in Flushing, New York, it's the New York Mets opening a two-game series with the San Francisco Giants. Well, hi, everybody. This is Bob Murphy with Lindsey Nelson and Ralph Kiner. Greeting you from Shea Stadium on the broadcast of tonight's opener of the two-game set between the Mets and the Giants. The pitchers in tonight's game for San Francisco. Right-hander Juan Marichal with a record of 19 and 5. On the mound for the New York Mets, looking for his 10th win, right-hander Jack Fisher. Now, two longtime friends and former teammates, Willie Mays and Les Lester. Meet at home plate with Frank Secori's umpiring team to exchange the batting order slip. The Giant batting order tonight will have Tito Fuentes at shortstop leading off. Jesus Alou in right field hitting second. Willie Mays in center field batting third. Willie McCovey playing first base hitting cleanup. Jim Ray Hart will be at third base hitting number 5. Tom Haller behind the plate hitting sixth. Bob Berta will be in left field and batting seventh. Second baseman Hal Lanier will hit eighth. And on the mound, batting ninth and bidding for his 20th win of the year, right-hander Juan Marichal. For the New York Mets, Leon Jones will be in right field batting leadoff. Ron Hunt playing second base and hitting second. Al Luplo in center field batting third. Jim Boyer at third base batting cleanup. Eddie Crane-Bull at first base batting number 5 in the order. Jim Hickman in left field batting sixth. Ed Pursuit will be at shortstop hitting seventh. Gary Grody behind the plate batting eighth. And on the mound batting ninth, right-hander Jack Fisher. Tito Fuentes, the shortstop, batting at 262, will be the first hitter up against Jack Fisher. And in the National League pennant race, as the Mets entertain the Giants, the Dodgers are in Pittsburgh opening a two-game series tonight. In Pittsburgh, Don Drysdale will be on the mound for the Dodgers. Don has been pitching much better of late. Now has won 9 and lost 14 on the year. And for the Pirates, Steve Blass. Blass has won 8 and lost 5. Houston at Philadelphia, it'll be Bob Bruce against Chris Short. Chicago plays at Cincinnati, and Atlanta will be in St. Louis. The Dodgers swept 2 games by the Mets, dropped 2 games back. Now Fisher swings into his windup, and the first pitch of the night, a fastball a little high, 1 ball and no strikes. Well, we're just about moving into the Labor Day weekend. On Labor Day, Monday afternoon, the Mets are playing a doubleheader here at Shea against Cincinnati. Up and the pitch by Fisher, it is popped up by Tito Fuentes. Ron Hunt drifting out about 3 steps into right field, makes the catch. Now the hitter is Jesus Alou. Jesus is hitting at 260. Willie still leads the National League in batting. And the curve is in the dirt out in front of home plate, ball one. Jack Fisher's last outing against Juan Marichal, it was in San Francisco, and he pitched brilliantly. The Mets winning 3-2 in 10 innings. Fly ball hit deep to center. Hustling back is Luplo. He has a play. He's under it. Makes the catch. 2 men away as the Lou flies to deep center. It brings up Willie Mays. This is Willie's first appearance in New York since he moved into the number 2 position in the all-time home run derby. Now the windup by Fisher. Here's the pitch. Low and outside is ball one. Willie this year has now hit 33 home runs. Lifetime he has a bulging total of 538. Next pitch on the way. A swing and a miss and a fastball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Fisher steps sidearm with the fastball to Mays. Willie still is very much in the running for the home run championship of the National League. Henry Aaron of the Braves leading the league. Henry has 35, and Willie right behind him has 33. Pitching 1-1. Curve outside and low, 2 balls and a strike. Fisher's last start was in Chicago, and he pitched a very strong game, but did not figure in the decision. Now Fisher's 2-1 delivery. It's low, ball 3. Missed with a fastball. It's 3-1 on Willie Mays. And Stretch McCovey is the on-deck batter. Giants can bring some heavy guns to that plate with Willie Mays, Willie McCovey, and Tom Haller. Pitching 3-1. A swing and a miss. It's 3-2. Four of the Giants have hit 20 or more home runs. Willie Mays, Willie McCovey, Jim Ray Hart, and Tom Haller. Now they are one behind the other in the Giant batting order. Now the 3-2 delivery. And it's outside ball 4. Mays goes to first. Fisher threw the curveball on 3-2, but it broke too far outside. Now it brings up the always dangerous Willie McCovey. McCovey is hitting .291. He has 27 home runs and 75 runs batted in. Jim Ray Hart with 82 RBIs leads the Giants in driving runs home. Now a quick throw to first. It's not in time. Let's have the infield pulled almost completely around to right. Now throw to first. It's not in time. Ron Hunt flying about 3 steps out into right field. And Ed Pursuit pulled over almost behind second base. They leave the shortstop hole wide open. Now the pitch. Fastball outside and high, ball 1. When McCovey comes up with the bases empty, they put the shift completely on and move the shortstop over on the right side of the infield. The outfield is deep and far around to right. Fisher delivers to McCovey inside at the knees, 2 balls and no strikes. Down, top half of the first inning. Fisher retired, Tito Fuentes and Jesus Alou, the first 2 men up. pressure behind on the count, 2-0. Goes to the safety valve. He steps off. The 2-0 delivery. Bounced foul, a changeup. Fouled against the leg of Willie McCovey. It's 2 balls and a strike. Lead the San Francisco Giants in the season series 7-6. The Giants, however, have the edge here at Shea Stadium. They have won 4 of 7 games played. On the outside corner, a strike, 2-2. In San Francisco, the Mets have won 4 of 6 games. On first, it's 2-2 on McCovey. And a throw to first, not in time. Now Fisher checks Willie Mays. And the 2-2 delivery. A changeup, he struck him out. Beautiful slip pitch by Jack Fisher. And he fans Fitz McCovey. He slowed back on that one after giving him the big motion. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left on. And the score in the middle of the first, the Giants nothing, and the Mets coming to bat. In the home first inning, Cleon Jones will be coming up against Juan Marichal. Now setting the Giant defense, Willie McCovey will be at first. Al Lanier flying second, Tito Fuentes is at short, and Jim Ray Hart plays third. In the outfield, Bob Berta, B-U-R-D-A, is in left field. Willie Mays playing center. Around in right field, Jesus Alou. Tom Haller behind the plate, and on the mound, with 19 wins and 5 losses, Juan Marichal. Against New York. Marichal has won 16 and lost none. This year against the Mets, Juan has won 2 and lost none. He has started 2 ball games that the Mets won, but Marichal was not the pitcher of record. There was one game here at Shea Stadium that the Mets were far behind, trailing by 7 runs. Marichal was on the mound. The Mets rallied to win it. Drive in the air to center field. Mays scooting back over toward the alley. Makes the catch. The ball was tagged by Cleon Jones. Mays made it look easy in right center. The thing about Willie that you never cease to be so amazed about is how easy he makes the plays in the outfield look. He'll go back to the fence and catch a line drive that anybody else would have to go all out to get there. And he usually just cruises back, and he's there waiting and makes the catch. You see where the ball is hit. You know it can't be that easy. Marichal into the windup. The pitch to Hunt is under the knees. 1 ball and no strike. Hitting .291, and he has been particularly tough on Giant pitching. A high kick in the pitch by Alou, a strike on the outside by Marichal, 1-1. Against the Giants this year, Ron Hunt has hit .415. Marichal with a count of 1-1. Started into his windup and then checked it. Very gentle breeze blowing from left across toward right. A high pop fly into short left field, racing for to Tito Fuentes. Across the line, he makes the catch in foul territory. Now 2 outs and nobody on. Al Luplo coming up. Al batting .255. The minor league seasons are about over. The Jacksonville Suns in the International League, the Mets Top Farm Club, will be winding up on Sunday, the day before Labor Day. So the Mets announced today the players that will be brought up for a look. It's over to Al Luplo, strike one call. To begin with, the Mets have purchased Larry Miller. Larry pitched all right at Jacksonville, and he is going to report tomorrow. Larry won 10 and lost 12. A high fly hit the deep right field, and Lou on the warning track is under it waiting, and he makes the catch. Marichal changed up on Luplo, made Al supply all of his own power. He almost supplied enough. Lou caught the ball right in front of the fence. No runs, no hits, no errors, and none left on. At the end of one, the San Francisco Giants nothing, and the New York Mets nothing. The players who join the New York Mets from the farm affiliates, all coming up from the Jacksonville club, our pitcher Darryl Sutherland, he'll be coming back for the 3rd time this year. Catcher Greg Goosen, outfielders Sean Fitzmaurice, Johnny Lewis, and Danny Napoleon. Sean Fitzmaurice, just starting out in pro ball, had a good year with the Williamsport Mets in the Eastern League, and then late in the year went up to Jacksonville. Former Notre Dame star has wonderful speed and good power. Low and outside at ball 1. Of the young players coming up to the ball club, Greg Goosen and Sean Fitzmaurice are the newest. And the men that Wes Western will want to see in action. Now the pitch on the way, and Jim Ray Hart takes the fastball for a strike, 1-1. There are 8 more players put back on the roster who will join the team in spring training, and they include Larry Benoit and Dick Ruffbeck. Larry hurled a shutout for Jacksonville just the other night. The 1-1 pitch is swinging a miss on a curve by Jim Hart. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Jim Ray Hart is hitting .278, 30 home runs, and 82 runs batted in. Infielder Jack Tracy, pitchers Phil Dennehy and Jerry Hensley, and infielders Kevin Collins and Dave Smith, and outfielder Al Yates will all join the team in spring training. Great backhand stop by Ken Boyer, but no chance to make a play. Jim Hart is on with a base hit. A hard grounder over the bag. Boyer wheeled around, made the backhand step. The ball popped out of his glove, and by the time he straightened up, he had no chance. And he's acting as though he may have hurt his back or hurt something in making that play. And Ed Pursuit comes over to talk to Kenny Boyer. Now Kenny says he is all right. Jim Ray Hart is on with a base hit, and the batter is Tom Haller, the catcher. Best year for Tom Haller in his career. Tom has hit 24 home runs and knocked 56 runs in. Batting .233. What a heavy .233. Here's the pitch on the way. Fastball outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Cookie Lavagetto coaching at first base. Charlie Fox on the lines at third. Pitch to Haller, a ground ball slowly hit. Hunt racing in, throws to first in time. Brown took a look to see if he had a chance to get Jim Hart. Elected against that, and then through the first base in time to get Tom Haller. Number 31. Ball hit too slowly for a double play, and now the hitter is the left fielder, Bob Berta. Berta hitting at .222. He came to the Giants from the Pittsburgh Pirates in the Matty Alou trade. Pitch pitcher Joe Gibbon and Bob Berta came to the Giants. The Pirates got Matty Alou, and Matty leads the National League in batting. Now Fisher with one man out, a runner on second. Delivers to Berta. Outside, ball one. And Steve Blass are the pitchers tonight in Pittsburgh as the Dodgers and Pirates open a two-game series. The 1-0 delivery. Curve is over. A strike. One ball, one strike on Bob Berta. Let's have the infield and the outfield flying Berta as a pull hitter to right field. And he does pull it. A high fly to deep right. Leon Jones on the edge of the warning flag is under it. Makes the catch. Hart tags. He's on his way to third. And there's no play. So Jim Hart moves over to third after the catch. Two men down and Hal Lanier coming up. That breeze is freshening up. Baseman Hal Lanier, right-hand hitter, batting at .232. 2 men away, the infield back. And Al Luplo is playing Hal Lanier to hit the ball to the opposite field. Luplo is flying him substantially over in right center. Jim Hart, the base runner on third, 2 down, no score in the game. In comes the pitch by Fisher. Fast one outside, ball one. Now Grody is setting up the target. Foul ball wafted high in the air, over into the field box crowd and out of play. This could possibly have been a standing room crowd tonight had it not been for the threatening weather. It's a wonderful crowd the way it is, up around 50,000. Giants arrive in New York in a first-place deadlock with Pittsburgh. The Dodgers 2 games behind. Jack Fisher's 1-1 delivery. A fly ball to hit deep to center. Luplo has a long way to go. Back in deep center, he's got it. Now Luplo covering a lot of ground because he was flying Lanier over to right center. And the ball was hit shaded a little over toward left center, so he had to cover a lot of territory. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on. At the end of an inning and a half, the Giants nothing and the New York Mets nothing. Ken Boyer, a batting cleanup, faces Juan Marichal in the last of the second. Ken had 3 doubles in the 2 games against the Dodgers. Raising his total to 24 for the year. He needs 4 more to tie the club record held by Ron Hunt. Ken batting .271, 12 home runs, and 50 runs batted in. He made quite a play in the field on Jim Ray Hart a few moments ago, and as he made it, when he straightened up, it looked like he might have hurt his back or something. Now Marichal with a high kick. Down comes the arm. Well, base hit right through the middle. Good level swing by Kenny Boyer. He hits a shot right back up the middle for a base hit. Now Eddie Crane to him. Eddie batting .255, 14 home runs and 51 runs batted in. Right now the wind is blowing for Winnie's fourth play. Back to first. Not in time. Train Bull reaching ahead of Tito Fuentes' throw to Stretch McCovey. Boyer is forced out at second. One out and one on. The batter is Jim Hickman. Jim hitting .260. Jim has hit safely in 5 straight. He has been hitting the ball very well since coming back on the active list. Here's the pitch by Marichal. A swing and a miss on a curve, strike one. Stretch McCovey holding against Ed Crane's rule at first. Giant shortstop Tito Fuentes a stride toward the hole against Jim Hickman. Willie Mays is pulled over into left center against Hickman. And the breaking ball is outside and low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Jim's wrist has strengthened. He feels it's back 100% once again. He no longer needs the elasticon wrapping that he wore around the wrist when he first returned to the lineup. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss on a breaking pitch. Marichal going with his breaking stuff to Jim Hickman. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 delivery is low and outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ed Pursuit kneels in the on-deck circle. It's a beautiful sight here in the big, beautiful stadium when just about every seat is taken. Mercury and vapor lights cast a flat blue. Ground ball banged to shortstop. The Winnie slips to Lanier. Now to McCovey. Double play. 6-4-3 and the side is out. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, none left on. At the end of 2 innings, the Giants nothing and the New York Mets nothing. Now the 3rd inning, and here's Ralph Kiner. Okay, thank you, Bob. Juan Marichal is the first batter for the Giants. Looking around the stadium here, a big crowd. There's still plenty of empty seats up in the grandstand area. First pitch is outside as Jack Fisher goes with a curveball and misses ball 1. Marichal batting .241. He has had 21 hits and 87 times up. No home runs, 11 runs batted in. Has hit 4 doubles this year. Right-hand batter. Fisher back again and missing again. It's ball 2. This time a fastball low and away. Fisher has had 2 base runners against him. Willie Mays walked in the 3-2 pitch in the first inning. Then he struck out Willie McCovey. That ended the inning in the first. First man up in the second, Jim Ray Hart got an infield hit, but was left at second base as Jack Fisher picked up 2 outs after Hart had moved on down to second on a ground ball by Tom Haller. Next pitch is inside and over the corner. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. Fisher with a record of 9-11. Right-hander back again and high, and the pitch is now high enough to make the count 3 balls and 1 strike. Marichal started to swing and then held off, and in trying to hold off, he sort of went down to his knees. On deck batter is Tito Fuentes. He'll be followed by Jesus Alou. And at 3-1, the pitch is over for a called strike 2. Frank Satori, the home plate umpire, with that slow call that he is noted for. He doesn't raise that right arm in a hurry like some umpires. He takes his time in making the move to indicate the strike. So it's out to 3-2, and Fisher now with the signs from his catcher, Gary Grody. And the pitch to the plate is swung on and missed, strike 3, and Fisher comes back to pick up his second strikeout. Now with 1 away in the top of the 3rd of a scoreless ball game, the batter will be Tito Fuentes, batting for the 2nd time. Tito hit the second pitch he saw in the ball game in the air to second base for an out. At the the end of one, the Dodgers nothing, Pittsburgh nothing. Don Drysdale pitching against Steve Blass. And the first pitch by Fisher, the curveball dug out of the dirt by Grody. It's ball one. The end of one, Philadelphia 2, Houston nothing. Bob Bruce against Chris Short, and Ricky Allen getting his 33rd home run for the 2 runs for the Phillies. Allen missing about a month of the season, still in the home run race. Also on the schedule, Chicago against Cincinnati, Atlanta against St. Louis. Now at 1-0, the pitch to Fuentes is called a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. Fuentes batting .261 with 4 home runs and 20 runs batted in. Yankees are scheduled against the Angels on the coast. And at 1-1, a sidearm pitch, hunted on and missed. It's strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. High fastball, and Fuentes tried to bunt it. It was out of the strike zone. So the count has gone to Jack Fisher at 1-2. At the end of 5, the White Sox 4, Detroit 3. That's the first of a scheduled 2. At the end of 3, Baltimore nothing, Cleveland nothing. Tiller against McDowell. Now the next pitch grounded foul to the left side. Fuentes going for a curveball way out in front and just getting a piece of the ball. They grounded off to the left side. Count staying at 1-2. The end of 1, Washington 2, Kansas City nothing. That is the first of a twilight doubleheader. McCormick against Blanco with Howard hitting a home run in the first for 2 runs. Also scheduled Boston against Minnesota. Right here, no score. Now the pitch back, a sidearm fastball that is just outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 away in the top of the 3rd. And Fisher now with the sign and back again. And a sidearm curveball is looked at. Strike 3. Pitch over the outside corner. Fisher now with 2 in a row, his 3rd in the ball game. And it brings up Jesus Alou. Jesus also saw 2 pitches this first time. Up, he flied out to center field. Say, when you pull the top on the new Rheingold Extra Dry Chug-A-Mug, the top comes off with a hiss that sounds like the good Rheingold flavor inside. 6 12-ounce mugs to the carton, and you'll find them in the Chug-A-Mug display at your local store or tavern. First pitch to Jesus is swung on and foul back against the screen at strike 1. Lou has been about 266 times. He has struck out only 18. He has walked only 7 times. He's a fellow that always seems to get the bat in the ball. 1 strike pitch, a curve. He didn't look at it. Outside, it was over the outside part of the plate for strike 2. That time he didn't swing. So Fisher at 2 strikes, working on Jesus Alou. Alou batting .259. Now Fisher back again. And this time, slider is outside. It's 1-2. Jesus having some conversation with Frank Secor before getting back in the batter's box. Bringing the bat out over the plate a la Stan Musial with 1 hand, though. Now at 1-2. A sidearm curve, swung on and missed, strike 3, and Fisher strikes out the side. Perfect inning for Jack Fisher as he walks off the mound, and the score at the end of 2.5 innings. The Giants nothing, the Mets nothing. Half of the 3rd of a scoreless ball game. Juan Marichal pitching for the Giants against Jack Fisher for the New York Mets. Mets are coming up against Marichal, and the first batter will be Eddie Basu, followed by Jerry Grody, and then Jack Fisher. Marichal has retired 6 batters that have faced him. He has given up 1 hit. Ken Boyer singled to the infield on a fastball, but a double play erased him off the bases. So Marichal pitching to the 7th batter of the ball game for the Mets. Eddie Basu with a 5-game hitting streak. His average now at .230. 10 home runs and 44 runs batted in. And Marichal into the windup and to the plate with a sidearm curve, and it's off the glove of Jim Ray Hart at 3rd. Hart picks it up, fires at first, not in time. helmet as he moved on down the line, getting there before the throw, and that could go either way. Being charged there against Jim Rahard. A hard smash down to Hart. He got it on the half hop. Never really had it in the glove, sort of knocked it down, and it rolled away, then pounced on the ball, but not in time. So the Giants being charged with an error, and the Mets with a base runner. And the batter coming up is Jerry Grody. Always seems that when you're hitting under 250 or so, they are always charged an error, and when you're hitting 330, they're always a base hit. Good clutch on the first base line, picked up by the first baseman, Willie McCovey. Throws to Howland there, covering at first base, and a perfect sacrifice moves Eddie Basu down to second. That'll bring up Jack Fisher.
Batting in the ninth position, pitcher, number 22, Jack Fisher, 22.
Jack, a right-hand batter with a 113 average. He's had 6 hits and 53 times up. No runs batted in this year, and of course, no home runs. 2 doubles for Jack. He's being played almost straight away by the Giants. Willie Mays, a shallow center field. Bob Burt in left field fairly deep, and the first pitch is a curve that's over the inside corner, a called strike. Jesus Alou is playing a deep right field against the pitcher and shaded over toward the line. So the alleys are open, the line's guarded, and Willie Mays in shallow center field. A swing at a curveball and a foul ball. The ball bounced back of home plate. Strike 2. No score in the game, both sides with 1 base hit. Both sides with 2 base runners. That's getting their second base runner on the air, and Giants getting their second base runner on a walk. Now Marichal at 2 strikes. The kick and the pitch is down low. Fastball missing. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Marichal sets up again. Basu with the short lead at second, and the pitch to the plate is swung on and missed. A breaking pitch, strike 3, and Jack Fisher strikes out. The first one for Juan Marichal. And now with 2 men away, the Mets have a runner at second base with Cleon Jones coming up. Cleon lined his first pitch to right center field, and Willie Mays tracked it down. Now batting for the second time with an average of 287. 7 home runs and 48 runs batted in. Corey checking out the ball and now putting the new ball in play. Tom Haller down to give the sign. Leon's being shaded toward right center field by Willie Mays. The area that he lined into his first time up. Mays had not had that position his first time up. He would have had an extra base hit. Leon would have had an extra base hit. Now the first pitch is called a ball. One ball, no strikes. Basu again with a short lead at second base. And the next delivery is hit out towards right field. Jesus Alou is already waiting for it. Now backpedaling a couple of steps and making the catch to retire the side. No runs, no hits, 1 error. And 1 man left on, and the score through 3. The Giants nothing, the Mets nothing. Willie Mays being introduced here to this great throng at Shea Stadium. Batting for the second time. Jack Fisher pitching to him his first time up, pitched carefully, and then walked him on a 3-2 pitch. Willie had a couple of good swings, though, on pitches that were in the strike zone. Mays with 33 home runs and an average of 296. And Fisher starts off, and the first pitch is low and away. It's ball 1. Mays, in his recent book entitled Willie Mays, saying that the best hitter in the ball club bats third, and he bats third. Now the 1-0 pitch swung on and fouled back against the screen. It's now 1 ball and 1 strike. Really explaining the fact that the third hitter is
energy tonight. He's been bouncing around. He's had some vicious swings at the plate. No score in the ball game. Willie Mays leading off here in the top of the fourth. Fisher back with a sidearm fastball. It just misses. Ball just outside the count, 2-2. Another real good pitch by Fisher. Fisher has struck out his last three batters. And has a total of 4 in the ball game. He has given up one hit. That's to Jim Ray Hart. An infield hit in the second. Now the right-hander back again, and just missing with a hard slider that is just outside. Willie Mays taking 2 almost perfect pitches. And the count now down the line to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Just can't shave it any closer than that. Now Fisher with the signs. Into the windup, and his next pitch is a fastball hit out to left field. Deep to left field. Way back to the wall is the left fielder. Waiting for the ball, and he makes the catch. Jim Hickman backtracking to the wall and holding up in front of the 371 mark for the catch that retires Willie Mays. That'll bring up Willie McCovey. The score is still 0-0. 1 man away in the top of the fourth. Willie with 27 home runs, batting .291. Left-hand batter, the Mets play him as a definite pull hitter. And Jack Fisher with his first pitch. Fastball grounded foul to the right side at strike 1. Fisher pitched McCovey perfectly his first time up. Second strike on a change of pace, then wasted a curveball inside, and then went outside with another change of pace to strike him out. Now at 1 strike, the pitch back is a fastball, low and away. Count evens out at 1 ball and 1 strike. Murphy told you the Mets have played the Giants 13 ball games this year, and the Mets have won 7, the Giants 6. Here in New York, the Giants are on top by a 3-4 margin. Now the changeup, but this one misses. Ball down too low. It's 2 balls, 1 strike. Jack Fisher wearing number 22, pitching to Willie McCovey wearing number 44. Willie's highest home run total in the major leagues on number 44. Tying that year with Hank Aaron, who also wears number 44. Now the 2-1 delivery. Fastball grounded out in front of the plate. Coming out is Fisher to pick it up. He has to hurry. The throw is just in time. Willie McCovey out by about the size of his foot. By Jack Fisher as Eddie Crane took the throw. Now we're 2 men out. The batter coming up is Jim Ray Hart, who has the only hit for the Giants against Jack Fisher. An infield hit in the second. Hart batting .280 with 30 home runs and 82 runs batted in. Right-hand batter, and the first pitch is a curve that bounces in the dirt and bounces on by Jerry Grody. It's ball 1. Hart has been something short of sensational against the Mets. He has had 7 home runs against them this year, more than any other player against the Mets pitching. Philippe Alou with a total of 6 next to him. Next pitch is ball 2. It's 2 balls and no strikes. Better correct that as Willie Stargell has 10. So Jim Ray Hart is next to Willie Stargell with 7. Now a 2-0 curveball. A check swing grounded out towards first base. Eddie Crane has it. Tosses to Jack Fisher. He covers at first base. To reverse the previous out and to retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on, and the score at the end of 3 1/2. The Giants nothing, the Mets nothing. Bottom half of the 4th inning of a scoreless ball game. Juan Marichal taking his warm-up pitches, getting set to pitch here to Ron Hunt. Also scoreless at the end of 2, the Dodgers against the Pirates in Pittsburgh. Don Drysdale working for the Dodgers with a record of Tito Fuentes made a good running catch in the ball. So Ron 0 for 1 with a 290 average. Marichal into the windup. His first pitch, a curveball that is in for a called strike. That time a high-hanging curve to Ron. Marichal has given up one hit. A single through the middle by Ken Boyer in the second. And the right-hander back again. This time a curveball hit out toward the mound. A check swing picked up by Marichal as he moves toward the first base side. The throw to first base retires Ron. One away in the bottom half of the fourth. And it brings up Al Luplow. Al flied out to deep right his first time up on a change of pace. His average is 254. Left-hand batter. No score on both sides with one hit. One away in the bottom half of the fourth. The pitch by Marichal is swung on and missed. The fastball for a strike. That time Marichal coming right off the top with that high kick. Vaughn deals from everywhere. Overhand, three-quarters, sidearm. Now the right-hander back again. And again overhand. This time with the curve that's inside. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Marichal has pitched 1 no-hitter in his career in the major leagues. That was a 1-0 game against Houston. He has had 3 consecutive 20-game seasons. He's looking for number 20 here tonight. If he makes that, he will become the first pitcher to win 20 games 4 seasons in a row since Warren Spahn won 6. Now a good bunt out towards second base. Could be a base hit. Picked up by McCovey. No play. With a perfect bunt out towards second base. McCovey came off to get it. Tried to backhand it to first base to Marichal. He made the throw all right, but not in time. That brings up Ken Boyer, who has the Mets' other base hit. No score in the ball game. 1 man out in the bottom half of the fourth. Boyer singled through the middle his first time up, batting at 272. With the third base runner, Boyer has been on, Luplow is on, and Eddie Basu has been on. He reached on an error. First pitch to Boyer, a slider outside, it's ball 1. Boyer hit his first pitch his first time up, a fastball into center field. Outfield alignment looks like a zigzag out in the outfield for the Giants. Bob Verde in left field is deep. Willie Mays is shallow, and the right fielder is deep. 1-0 pitch, a curve, swung on and missed. Boyer out in front. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Verde in left field is playing about 3 steps in front of the warning track. Jesus Salou is about 6 steps in front of the warning track in right. Willie Mays is a long way in front of the warning track in center. At the end of 3, still no score. The Dodgers at Pittsburgh. Runner going. A pitch is hit out to right, down the line. It was off for a base hit, maybe 2, maybe a run will score. It's going to score. Al Luplow from first. Boyer goes into second base, standing up. Taking the lead by a score of 1-0. We'll pause now for station identification. This is the New York Mets Baseball Network.
You're tuned to 810 on your dial. WGY Schenectady, the smoothest sound around. The voice of the Mets in the great Northeast.
Ralph Kiner, along with Bob Murphy and Lindsey Nelson from Shea Stadium in New York. Mets in front, 1-0. The batter is Eddie Greenpool, and he takes the first pitch. It's ball 1. The double by Ken Boyer, his 25th this year. His run batted in his 51st time with Eddie Grainpool for the club lead. Grainpool leads the club in home runs with 14, 2 more than Boyer. Marichal taking at second. Another look there. The pitch back to the plate is taken in for a called strike. Ron Herbel now throwing in the bullpen for the San Francisco Giants. Mets 1, the Giants nothing. 1 away in the bottom half of the fourth. The Mets with a runner at second. Now Marichal slowing his pace down considerably. At second base, Boyer sort of falls back in with a dive. Reaching out, he was only a short distance away. And getting back without a tag as a shortstop, Fuentes covered. Marichal sets up again. And the pitch to Grainpool is low and inside. A breaking ball, it's ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. Giants on this road trip have played 2 games to here. They have won 1 and lost 1 in Philadelphia. Again, a double look at second. His pitch to the plate is hit in the air. The shortstop Fuentes moving in near the infield grass. And he makes the catch on the dirt part of the infield for the second out. That'll bring up Jim Hickman, who hit into a double play his first time up. Jim batting .257. Nothing on a bunt single and a double. And the first pitch to Hickman is lined to center field. Here comes Willie Mays. He gets to it and makes the catch as he falls down after taking a ball off the top of the grass. A great play by Willie Mays in center field to retire the side. By scoring a run on 2 hits, there were no errors, and 1 man was left on. And the score at the end of 4, the Mets won, the Giants nothing. Tom Haller is up against Jack Fisher in the top of the 5th inning. Ground ball hit toward the middle. Brasseau behind second, grabs the hop, throws to first, 1 down. Eddie Brasseau was flying Haller over toward the middle. He was hitting him toward second. And as a result, Eddie was able to glide over and field the ball right behind second. Berta coming up. Then the fabulous New Orleans, complete with Louis Armstrong. It's Guy Lombardo's Mardi Gras, the musical spectacular at the Jones Beach Theater. Absolutely a perfect way to spend a summer night. Bob Berta flied to deep right his first time up. Left-hand hitter facing Jack Fisher, and the fastball is in it, but he is strike 1. On the way to Berta, swinging a miss on a change of pace. Fisher with a beautiful changeup. He threw the slip pitch and completely fooled Berta. The Berta lost the bat, had to go back and pick it up. Next pitch on the way, a swing and a miss. He struck him out. He changed up again. For Jack Fisher, his 5th strikeout. 2 outs and nobody on. The hitter is Hal Lanier. Second baseman, batting .231. Here's the pitch on the way. A drive into short right field. Moving in is Leon Jones, and he makes the catch easily. Side retired. 1, 2, 3. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left on. So we have come halfway. At the end of the half, the New York Mets won. The San Francisco Giants nothing. In the home 5th inning, Eddie Brasseau leads off against Juan Marichal. Eddie reached safely on an error charge to Jim Ray Hart his first time up. Eddie hitting .229 with 10 home runs, 44 runs batted in. Ground ball hit down to third, taken on 1 hop by Jim Hart. The plate of McCovey is in time for the out. At ball
237. 3 home runs, 30 runs batted in. Fastball is in for a call strike. On the catching of young Jerry Grody, who came into the season with only 3 years of professional baseball experience. The catching position has been a greatly improved position this year for the Mets. A high pop foul wafted back toward the crowd. No play for Tom Haller. With a 2-strike count. The Dominican dandy out of his windup. Down comes his pitch. A ground ball hits the shortstop. Comes up on a belt-high hop for Fuentes, who pegs to first for the out. Throw 2 up and 2 set aside by Marichal. And the hand is for Jack Fisher. Batting for the second time, Marichal struck him out in the 3rd inning. 2 outs and nobody on. Now the pitch by Marichal misses the inside corner, ball 1. Last year, Marichal was 22 and 13. A 1-0 delivery, swing and a miss, 1 ball, 1 strike. He went after a fast slider and the count is even. Outside corner, a call strike is 1 and 2. The Dodgers and Pirates have gone 3 innings down, no score. Drysdale pitching against Blas. Phillies lead Houston 5-1 at the end of 3, and Richie Allen, who checks into town with the Phillies on Friday night, has hit his 33rd home run. It came with a man on. He has unbelievable power. He has the longest home run we've ever seen in Shea Stadium. The 1-2 pitch inside of the count, even 2 and 2. You know, Shea Stadium, Richie Allen hit one to straightaway center field, so high and so far beyond the center field wall, which is 410 feet out, that it struck about halfway up on the green nylon batter's eye. A batter some 40 feet behind the center field fence. A swing and a miss, he struck him out. Marichal strikes out Fisher, and the side is out. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left on. 5 innings complete. The Mets 1 run, 3 hits, no errors. The Giants, no runs, 1 hit and 1 error. The Atlanta Braves will close out this homestand. Not this weekend, but the following weekend. And Brooklyn-born Joe Torre has hit his 31st home run of the year tonight. It came with a man on in St. Louis. He hit it off Bob Gibson. Marichal leading off against Jack Fisher. We're in the 6th inning. Fastball over, strike 1 call. Cleveland 1, Baltimore nothing at the end of 5. John Miller pitching for the Orioles and Sam McDowell for Cleveland. Sidearm curve, a swing and a miss, strike 2. Baltimore has been shopping around looking for a pitcher. Hank Bauer's pitching staff riddled by injuries. And though the Orioles have what would appear to be a very safe lead, they like nothing better than to add a pitcher to help them nail down the pennant. Any pitcher they add now will not be eligible for the World Series. A foul fly over toward the crowd and out of play. Harry Dalton was in Chicago and scouted Bob Shaw and Bob Trent. The Orioles have talked with the New York Mets. They also have talked with people like Leo DeRocher about Kurt Simmons, Cincinnati about Joe Nuxall. With Steve Barber sidelined with an injury, Motor Fauski hurt, Wally Punker just coming off the disabled list. The Birds are trying very hard to pick up a pitcher. 2-strike delivery, a line drive into left field for a base hit. So Marichal has led off with a single. Vern Marichal to get his warm-up jacket. The batter is Tito Fuentes. Nobody out, top of the 6th inning. Bill Fisher will be under the gun for the first time since the 2nd inning. Throw to first, not in time. In the 2nd inning, Jim Ray Hart led off with a base hit on a hot smash down the third baseline. The runner goes. The ball is bunted foul back into the crowd. The Giants were playing run and bunt. Had the ball been bunted in fair territory, it would have been interesting to see if Marichal would have tried to go around the third. Defense against the bunt. 20 is the leadoff batter. Jesus Alou is on deck, and then Willie Mays. Now Fisher checks his runner. Full swing and a miss, strike 2. Tito Fuentes tried to decoy the infield end by squaring around, and then he took the full swing. But Fisher threw the fastball by him, and the count is strike 2. Crane bull with a 2-strike count drops a couple of steps behind the runner. Fisher in the set position delivers strike 3 called, a fastball on the outside corner. Jack Fisher notches his 6th strikeout of the game. Fisher leads the pitching staff by a rather wide margin in strikeout. Now the hitter is Jesus Alou. He has flied deep to center and been struck out, nothing for 2. Jesus is hitting at 258. Tall, thin, right-hand hitter. A very aggressive hitter. Willie Mays waiting in the on-deck circle. 1 out and 1 on. He squares around as if to bunt. Doesn't offer, and it's outside, ball 1. Willie Mays on deck, it appeared that Herman Franks was going to have Alou bunt Marichal over for Willie. Mets leading 1-0. Mets scored in the 4th inning on a bunt single by Luplow and a hit-and-run double by Ken Boyer. Foul tip. 1 ball, 1 strike. He went after a curveball, and the count is even. Looking in to Jerry Grody. Let's have the infield and the outfield straight away against Jesus Alou. Marichal a short lead at first. The 1-1 pitch. Ground ball bounced to shortstop. Pursued to Hunt. They've got 1. Now to first. Safe. It was looking left at first base. Alou just beating the throw from Ron Hunt. Willie Mays with a tying run on first, 2 men down. Willie saved a run with a somersaulting catch of Jim Hickman's line drive into short center. Willie almost homered his last time up. Hickman went back against the wall to take his long fly ball. Willie had reached on a walk his first time up. The only walk given up by Fisher. A throw to first, not in time. It was close. So Cookie Lomachenko comes over to talk to Jesus Alou. Fisher almost picked him off. Let's miss the double play by an eyelash. A throw to first, it's not in time. We're on the 6th inning, a thrilling 1-0 pitching duel going. Mays the hitter waits. Fouls it back toward the first level. No play. One strike count. first base, not in time. Fisher really working on a Lou. He wants to pin him right there to keep him from scoring in the event of an extra base hit. The 1-1 pitch. And it gets away from Jerry Grody and moving into scoring position is Jesus Lou. Now Grody throws to second, a low throw. Grabbed, however, by Ron Hunt. No damage done. So Fisher's work goes for naught in holding the runner. His high inside fastball broke off Jerry Grody's glove, a fast ball, and Lou goes into scoring position. Count is 2-1 on Willie Mays. The outfield is stride to left. Sidearm pitch, swing and a miss. 2-2. Fisher working with the sidearm fastball on Mays. Now the count is 2 balls, 2 strikes. Tremendous crowd again tonight at Shea, and they are enjoying every moment of it. So far, it has been a picture ball game. Now Fisher shakes one off. Now nods in agreement. Pitching 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Right arm fastball. Fisher walking to the dugout with his 7th strikeout. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on. Crowd rising to applaud Fisher as he comes into the dugout at the end of 5 1/2. The Mets won and the Giants nothing. Last of the 6th inning, Cleon Jones will be up against Juan Marichal. Cleon has lined out to center and flied to right, nothing for 2. Cleon hitting 287. New York 1 run, 3 hits, no errors. The Giants no runs, 2 hits and 1 error. Outside and low, it's ball 1. Marichal getting a sign now from Tom Haller. Willie Mays is playing Cleon to hit the ball to right center field. The 1-0 pitch. And it's high, ball 2, 2-0. Jim Ray Hart playing even with the bag wide of the line at third. Tito Fuentes shaded his stride towards second. Ron Hunt is on deck, and then Al Luplo. Marichal winds the 2-0 pitch. Grounded foul in behind Whitey Herzog. Well, so far, this has been a picture game for the big crowd to watch. The only run of the game was certainly scored in a classic style. A bunt single by Al Luplo. And then a hit-and-run double down the right field line by Kenny Boyer, scoring Luplo all the way from first base. Up goes the leg. Down comes the arm. Foul ball back to the crowd, 2-2. Nobody out. Last of the 6th inning, New York 1, San Francisco nothing. Pitching 2-2. And it's popped up out behind second base. Al Lanier is calling for it. And in very short center, he takes it for the out. One away, nobody on. The number 2 batter now, Ron Hunt. Ron has fouled out from the shortstop 20s and bounced out 1-3. Marichal winds, pitch to Hunt, a drive in the air to center field. Willie Mays just backpedals. He's under it and puts it in the basket for the out. 2 somebody on. And right here we pause for station identification. This is the New York Mets Baseball Network.
You turn to 810 on your dial. WGY Schenectady, the smoothest sound around. The voice of the Mets in the great Northeast.
Bob Murphy with Lindsey Nelson and Ralph Kiner. We're in the last of the sixth inning. The Mets won, the Giants nothing. Al Luplo is up against Juan Marichal. The pitch is low, ball one. This drag bunt was a beauty. In the fourth inning with one out and nobody on. He beat it out for a base hit. Wes Westrum flashed the hit and run. Luplo was off and running. And Boyer hit a hard double into right field down into the corner to score Luplo. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball. One ball, one strike. Infield playing Luplo to pull. They have swung way around to right. A drive that may go foul. It is going foul way back up in there. Ball ending far back up into the mezzanine section and bouncing around. Oh, that one certainly had the legs, but it was fouled. He got too far out in front, but he really hit it. It's 1-2 on Luplo. He pulls the string, a line drive, hit hard to right. Alou racing in, and he makes the catch. Jesus Alou makes a one-handed grab just before the line drive hit the ground. Well, there's the second highway robbery act pulled in the outfield by the Giant outfielder. They're going down to the top of the seventh, and Willie McCovey is up to lead off for the Giants. Jack Fisher with the pitch, and it's outside for a ball. Willie McCovey has been up twice. Struck out and grounded out pitcher to first. The Mets are leading here by a score of 1-0. Willie McCovey at the plate. Jim Hart is on deck. Jack Fisher with a 1-0 delivery. And it's in for a called strike. 1-1. Fisher has struck out 7 and walked 1 here tonight. Defense way around, playing McCovey to pull the ball. Blowing away. Hunt at second base is about a half a dozen steps deep on the outfield grass. Pursuit has moved around to a position very close to the bag at second, playing a deep shortstop. He's set up on the rim of the outfield grass. In center field, Luplo swung around to right. Cranes will bring a deep first base near the line. There's a swing and a miss. 2-2 to McCovey. Stepped out of the batter's box, and now he comes back in. Fisher reading the sound of catcher Jerry Grody. Now the 2-2 pitch. There's a change that's hit on the ground foul back to first base. Fisher going to his flip pitch on 2-2, and McCovey pulled his foul, so the count continues at 2-2. Fisher uses the flip pitch as his change of pace, his off-speed delivery. Here's the 2-2 offering. One hot hit Indiana left center. And it's going to be an in-betweener going one hop
championship with a total of less than 200 whips. Here's a 1-0 pitch, and before it is delivered, Fisher steps off the rubber. So Hart steps out at the plate. Tom Allen waiting on deck. 1-0 delivery, and it's fired right in for a called strike. 1-1 to Hart. And that scored their run in the bottom half of the fourth inning on a drag bunt by Luplo and a hit-and-run double by Boyer that scored Luplo from first base. The hits are all even in this game right now at 3 each. Fisher bends way over now to get the sign. Takes a look back over his shoulder at McCovey at second. Delivers 1-1, low and away. 2-1 to Jim Hart. Coming into tonight's game, the Giants have a team batting average of 245. The Mets have a team batting average of 246. This will be a 2-1 delivery. Curveball high. So now Fisher goes behind 3-1 to Jim Hart. Brody walks a few steps out in front of the plate and returning the ball to Jack Fisher. Mets are set up defensively, playing Jim Hart straight away. Answer to the quiz, Jack Sanford, now the Angels, turned the trick for the Phillies in 1957 when he led the National League on a total of 188 strikeouts. The answer to tonight's baseball quiz. Now the pitch swung on and fouled out to the right side out of play. The count is full at 3-2 to Jim Hart. All right, out of the batter's box, comes back in. Fisher takes the sign. McCovey takes his lead. The payoff pitch. Breaking ball high inside, and it's a walk issued to Hart. Tried a 3-2 curveball, got away a little bit. It is the second walk issued tonight by Fisher. He walked Willie Mays in the first inning. Gives the Giants runners first and second. Nobody out. Tom Allen coming up. He's a tall, rangy left-hand batter who has grounded out second to first and grounded out short to first. This will be a strike on delivery to Hal Lanier. Low and away, trapped and blocked now by Jerry Grody, the catcher. No advance for Hart at second. 1-1 to Lanier. Juan Marichal is out there kneeling in the on-deck circle. Fisher takes a look around. Up and set. Deals 1-1 to Lanier. Swung on it on the ground toward Hart at second. He gets the big hop. Cuts it loose at in time. The side is out. The Giants get a run. On a hit and a walk, no errors, and one left. The score at the end of 6.5 innings is Giants won, the Mets won. In the bottom half of the seventh inning, the Mets will send up Ken Boyer, Ed Cranesville, and Jim Hickman. Boyer is 2 for 2. He had the first net hit and the second inning off Marichal, and then he doubled in the fourth to drive in the run. Mets have had only 3 hits off Marichal, and Boyer has had 2 of them. Marichal turns to go to work. And a can of Let's Go Mets. The pitch to the right-hand batter. Swung on and line to second, taken by Lanier for the out. Lanier moving to his right. There's the line shot, and there's one away. Ed Cranesville's coming up. Has hit into a fourth play and popped out to short so far tonight. Tomorrow afternoon, Dennis Ryman will go against 20-game winner Gaylord Perry. We'll be on the air at 1:55 tomorrow afternoon. There's a pitch that's in for a called strike to Cranesville. Ken Marichal kicks and pitches. Swung on it on the ground. Foul back to first. Taken there by McCovey, and it's a 2-strike count. Marichal looking into Tom Haller. 0-1 delivery, sidearm, swung out and missed. 2 strikes now to Tito Fuentes. At Forbes Field, Bob Miller has relieved Don Drysdale on the mound for the Dodgers with the Pirates batting in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Drysdale is out, and Miller is in. Here's a sidearm delivery, swung on, topped up to the right side. Cranepool at first is there. Now in foul territory, he makes the catch. Chase it across the line. Fuentes fouls out. 2 away, and Jesus Salou is coming up. He is nothing but 3. Circle for the Giants. Here's a 2-strike delivery, sidearm, swung on and hit on the ground to short. Charge, 5 for 2. Thrown on the run in time, and he's out to retire the side in order. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left. Score at the end of 7.5 innings. There's the Giants won, the Mets won. At Forbes Field in Pittsburgh, the Pirates replaced Steve Glass on the mound for the Pirates as Willie Davis has hit a 3-run homer for the Dodgers in the 6th inning. Pirates 4, Dodgers 3. Fisher hits a little comebacker back to Marichal, and here's the play over to McCovey, and the side is out. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left, and the score at the end of 8 full innings is Giants 1, the Mets 1. In the top of the ninth with the score tied, the Giants will be sending up Willie Mays, Willie McCovey, and Jim Hart. There's Jack Fisher, who has started, been in all the way, and struck out 7, walked 6. Willie Mays has walked, flied to left, and struck out swinging so far. But in a ball game that is tied in a late inning, he is an ever dangerous man. He has hit more home runs than any other right-handed batter in the history of the Major League. He has 538. Let's play Mays straight away. Fisher tugs at the bill of his cap. Looks into Jerry Grody. Mays swinging the bat all the while. Swung on it in the air to deep right field, and Cleon Jones goes back to the wall. And this one is off the wall in play, and Mays is on his way to third. Relay comes in to Hunt to throw to third, and he is safe at third base with a triple. And Cleon Jones raced over, and Luplo raced over, and that ball is off the wall in play, and Willie Mays has a triple. So the Giants, with nobody out, have Mays at third, and Willie McCovey coming up. McCovey has struck out, grounded out, and doubled so far. He doubled and scored the Giant run at the top of the 7th. It was a leadoff double. He scored it on a sacrifice fly hit by Bob Burton. A comparatively short right field. And that's now have to play infield in, of course, with Mays representing the go-ahead run. Jack Fisher's work is cut out for him here. Mays leads at third, and here's Fisher's pitch to McCovey. Hit on the ground, a comebacker to Fisher. He lifts the runner, throws to first. He's out, so it's that. It was a hard smash right back to the mound. Taken on one out by Fisher. He looks over at Mays and threw to first. There's one away. Jim Hart's coming up. And that still has to play infield in. Hart had an infield hit, grounded out first base to the pitcher, curving and walked. Mays is on the bag at third. Fisher working straight away. And the pitch is high to Jim Hart. Over the plate, but out of the strike zone high. Kyle Haller waiting on deck. One away. Score tied 1-1, but the Giants are threatening here in the top half of the 9th inning. That's still keeping the bullpen busy. Here's a 1-0 pitch to Hart. It's in for a called strike. It's 1-1. Fisher has walked only 2 in this game. He walked Mays in the first inning, and he walked Hart in the 7th inning. Hart has had 30 home runs this year. He has driven in 82 runs. This will be a 1-1 pitch. Fouled off, but out of play. Hit on the ground into the Mets dugout on the first base line. So the count to Jim Hart goes 1-2. The Dodgers got only the 3 runs on Willie Davis's homer with 2 on in the 6th. They're going to the bottom of the 6th. It's the Pirates 4 and the Dodgers 3. Right here, Giants 1, enough in right field for Mays to tag and try to score. He simply came down to draw the throw. Here's a foul ball off and out of play. He did draw it. It was a good throw into Grody at the plate. And Mays had come down far enough that Grody thought he had a chance perhaps to get him. And might have had as he rifled the ball down to third, but it continued, unfortunately, on down the line and left. Deflected down there as Mays slid back in at third, and the cloud of dust was all tangled up with volume. And Arrow charged against Grody, and then Mays was able to get up and easily come across the plate. Pitch to Haller, swung on and missed, strike two. Nothing in two with two men out and nobody on base, and the Giants are leading by a score of 2-1. Pitch is swung on and hit deep to right, but a foul ball. Well back into the seats down to the right field corner, and the count holds at 2 strikes to Tom Haller. In the bottom of the ninth, the Mets are scheduled to send up top of the batting order. Cleon Jones, Ron Hunt, and Al Luplo. There's a pitch swung on and missed. The ball is dropped by Grody. He picks it up and throws on to first, make it a K and a 2-3. The 8th strikeout of the evening for Jack Fisher. But the Giants got a run on a hit, an error, and none left. And the score at the end of 8.5 innings is the Giants 2 and the Mets 1. The Giants have made a change now in right field. As Ollie Brown has gone into right, Jesus Salou has gone to left, and Bob Berta has come out of the ball game. The Mets coming up here to face Juan Marichal, and it's Cleon Jones with nothing for 3. Giants have 4 hits, the Mets have 3. Swing and a miss by Cleon Jones at strike 1. Marichal with the strike 1 delivery. Playing a foul ball to the right side and out of play. Marichal is trying tonight for his 20th win of the season. So Marichal to Jones. Swung on it. This struck him out. Strikeout number 5 for Marichal. 1 away for the Mets in the bottom of the ninth, and Ron Hunt is the batter. He's nothing for 3 for the night. Now Luplo moves out to the on-deck position. Marichal's pitch to the right-hand batter. In for a called strike to Ron Hunt. The strike 1 pitch. Swung on, foul back and out of play. So the count goes nothing in 2 now to Hunt. 1 man out, nobody on base. Giants 2, the Mets 1. Giants make their final appearance of this season at Shea Stadium tomorrow afternoon. There's a 2-strike pitch. Bunted on, and it is a foul ball. And so Hunt is a strikeout victim. Haller fielded the ball and played it on down to